Hello, lovely. Did you miss me? We are back with a brand new edition, of course. And it's the burn. It burns. It burns to be burning today. Anywho, it's freaking Friday. And can we talk about the fact that I didn't even know it was Thursday yesterday? Good morning, Yesy Bestie. I literally thought it was Wednesday. And then I went and looked at my calendar when I was jumping on a call and I was like, oh shit, it's fucking Thursday. So we were more than halfway through the week yesterday. So now I got super excited and I'm going to see my bestie later. So there's that part. Yep. Happy Friday. Some of you need to fucking get a fucking grip. I mean, a lot of you need to get a goddamn grip. What up, Taylor girlfriend? Because I am not understanding the atrocity going on. Which we'll talk about. Don't even trip. Oh, Brie, we're talking tomorrow, huh, bitch? I'm excited. Looking forward to it. Because you could be like some people. What up, James? You could be like some people where I manifested something. We manifested on our coaching call today. Didn't we, Elena? Now you're going to get a grip, bitch. What up, Just Nikki? Thanks, girlfriend. But I will tell you, what up, Lisa with the butterfly? It's the power of conversation. Power of conversation. Okay. Oh, shit, Taylor, you're going to show me all your fucking nails. Thanks, Lisa with the butterfly. I didn't even introduce myself. My name obviously is Jen. I am your manifestation bestie where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption and everything else to work in your favor. I already know that sounds good to you, so click that follow button, subscribe button wherever you're watching from. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, don't even trip because I always put them on the tube of the U. So while you're there, subscribe, but watch them, implement them. We're giving you snaps in a second, Virgo Queen Ange. Because I saw your message in WhatsApp, bitch. I saw that message in WhatsApp. I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in only 4 weeks. I've managed to cut that time in fucking half. So if you want me to manifest your SP for you, or you want to work with me one-on-one to figure out where you're going wrong so you get your shit right and tight, then all links are in my bio. We also launched a 3-day intensive, the Toot Your Own Horn Challenge. So what up, Peter Gunn? So if you want to put yourself on that pedestal, have undeniable self-concept. Now, no, this is not a course. This is fucking live, okay? If you want to do all that, and really put yourself on that pedestal. And I don't mean put yourself on that pedestal like halfway and half off. Some days I'm on there, some days I'm not. No. It's undeniable self-concept where you know without a shadow of a doubt who the fuck you are and what you deserve. And you will expect nothing else from that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you will just become completely unstoppable. Like me. Where you just know who the fuck you are. You're a bad bitch. And no one's going to take that shit from you. So if you're interested in having this is not like your typical shit, okay? So if you're interested in joining that, then the link obviously is in the bio. This is the all links in the bio part. Plus, if you're interested in having us recreate your SP story, or you want to, which is very important, by the way, and you want to pair that with a goddamn fucking song. Yes, you are, Elena. Yes, you fucking are. Then get one. They're fucking fire. You're going to see a sample of it today because we always play a song while you do the exercise. We have text coaching, email coaching, guided meditations, hypnosis audios, all that shit because we are not trying to have this take a long time. So we're trying to really, the focus is to bypass the conscious and get into the subconscious because that's what's pushing out. You are not consciously creating shit. You are consciously aware of what you're creating, but all creation is done at the subconscious level. Okay? We'll just clarify and debunk that shit that's going around here on the internet now. Okay? So yeah, I think we're done with everything. Do we do it? Oh no, we have a friendly contest here every day on TikTok. If you share this live or repost this live so we can, help other people get a grip and filter out the bullshit on TikTok, then you'll be entered to win some amazing prizes. What up, Tyrese? Oh, I gotta hear your shit too. I gotta see your messages. I've been a little behind. So any hoot nanner, snaps to Ange, who got some advice, and then we spoke on, what'd she say, Monday? We spoke on Monday. Already got movement. already got movement from her SP. Like, hello, duh. This is what we do. This is what we do. Okay, I was on a coaching call this morning with the lovely Elena, and she said something about her SP. She's like, well, he's having a problem with his car or something like that, and so he can't go anywhere, and needs me to take him to work on Monday. I was like, oh, I love that for you. And she's like, yeah, so I know he had plans this week. And I was like, where the fuck? There's no apologizing for being late, Betty. And so we were talking, and I was like, well, I guess he's got nothing but time this weekend then, huh? So he can come see you, you know, or so you guys can spend time together. Mm-hmm. And she's like, yes, we're going to spend time together. That was it. Then we went on talking about something else. Within what? Within 5 minutes, he messaged her saying, hey, I want to hang out. Want to come over this weekend. This is what he said. And so I was like, well, look at that. And so I told her, I said, look at that. Do you see now how quick manifestation is? Mm-hmm. It's quick. It's not a long, drawn out fucking process. It's quick. Because, and the reason why is because when we were talking, right, sometimes I'll throw things out there with my clients because, what up, Chris? That's right. Get your shit, family. I like that. It's a good one. Hold on. The sign. Okay. Excuse me. When you throw things out there like that, what up, Angela, girlfriend? But the reason why I pushed out so quick is because she was distracted, right? We had said something one time and then we moved on, but she was distracted. The conscious mind was distracted because we were talking, right? We were chatting. So because we were chatting, boom, pushed out. Because she didn't have time to get in her own fucking head. Oh, do we snaps for Ange? That would be rude. And snaps for Elena. Because she didn't have time to get in her own head. She didn't have time to think against it, okay? We just rolled with it. And then boom, it's National Tequila Day. Is it weird that I only drink tequila and if it's not in a margarita? I only drink tequila when I'm in Mexico. I have zero desire to drink tequila outside of Mexico. Even though I have a big ass bottle of tequila. Mm-hmm. But anywho, so let that be a lesson to you. Okay. Oh, I forgot to say, we talk mainly about SPs around here. If you obviously don't like that shit, you can literally scroll to the next. Okay. There's a lot of other lives I'm sure popping off around here. You can scroll to the next. We are not exclusive to SPs. We do talk anything manifestation wise. We teach realistic advice, not bullshit advice, and things that only work. Because luckily for you, I have successfully manifested a gang of shit on a time crunch, weight loss. That's how I got my start in the manifestation community, business success, money, health, obviously my SP, all that shit. So what you want? It's like a buffet around here. So any questions that you have, if it comes to your SP or manifestation in general, drop it in the comments. That's why I'm here. That's why I dedicate my time to you bitches. Okay, I am going out today though, so there's that part. Gonna have a little date night with Honey Bunny, so I got to get all, you know, sexified, which obviously isn't hard for me, is it? I already know I'm gonna wear everything. That's right. So let's chat. Oh, you've gotten. Hold the fuck on. Lindsay, you got 5 texts in a row from SP this morning. Told me he's going to try to come over this week. Okay, snaps to Lindsay. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? If he tried to come over this week, that's cute. That sounds good, right? That's cute, but no. He's coming over. He's absolutely coming over. Okay, it's all about you not listening to them. I know that's hard. Because so many of you are like, so hard to not react to the 3D. It's just so difficult to not react to the 3D. Well, what fucking choice do you have? Let's just be frank, right? What what choice do you have? You don't have a choice. My fucking forehead itches. Excuse me. You don't have a choice but to, well, I mean, I guess you do have a choice. You can react or not react to the 3D. You really don't have a choice though in the matter, okay? Because you can, if you're going to react, you're not going to screw it up. I don't create false assumptions, any of that don't benefit you, but you don't have a choice but to push yourself to not react. Because oftentimes what you're choosing to react to is stupid shit, right? You're fishing for it, and so you react to stupid shit versus going in your mind palace and being like, no, fuck that shit. Like, I'm going to tell myself what I want to tell myself, not what doesn't benefit me. What part of this is unclear? Like, seriously, what part of this is unclear? And for the love of God, thanks, Lucy with a butterfly. For the love of God, too, also, well, snaps to Goldilocks, who has a date with her SP. And of course, it was at his request. Mm-hmm. See, this is how this works. This is how this works. As long as you learn to shut the fuck up, discipline your mind, and see the best in this person, and control. And control your inner dialogue. It's not difficult, okay? This manifestation shit, like I was telling our group yesterday on our last day of the intensive, is this manifestation shit is just wildly getting overcomplicated. Like, people are just overcomplicating the shit, you know, because they're running out of content. I don't know. They're running out of fucking content, and they just now want to come up with some other random shit, and they want to talk about other random shit. And I'm just like, and now you're over here thinking, thanks, Chelsea girlfriend. But now you're over here like, I'm confused. This person said this. This person said this. So fuck it. Let me do it all. If you have by the way, if you have an altar for your SP, I'm going to kindly ask that you take that shit down. Having an altar, and it's for your SP, do you know what that means? That means that they're on the pedestal. Because why do you have an altar for your SP? So take it down. Take it down. Okay, I mean, clearly, if it worked, you'd be with your SP right now. So, like, what is the point? Why are you just keeping it up? It's like a bad memory. You know what I'm saying? So take it down. Because I've had numerous clients of mine that were witches. Did black magic, the whole shit. Came from lineages of that shit. And now here they are working with me. Because they can't manifest, because they can't get their SP back. So obviously, just take that shit down. Okay. Just saying. You're supposed to be not acting as if you're in a relationship with your SP, but having things in your home, like for me, right? When I was manifesting my boyfriend back, like nothing changed. I had my, what's it called? I had my, what the fuck did I have? Oh yeah, I had the picture of my SP and me on our first date. I had the picture of me and my boyfriend on my fridge. That stayed. I had a picture of me and my boyfriend on my nightstand. I should probably change it now since I have blonde hair. But that stayed, right? Same with the first rose that from the bouquet that he bought that was in front of the picture. All that stayed. I didn't go and have a fucking altar. That's weird. I had things that I would have naturally if I was with my SP in a relationship, right? Would you have a picture of you and him on your dresser? Yeah. Would you have certain things? Yeah. Would you have a whole ass altar? No. So let's get a grip. Let's get a grip. I need to look into this fucking honey jar shit, and I need to start selling honey jars. James, we can do that together. You want to sell some honey jars? But I can tell you how many people have an altar. Like, there's a lot of people, and I was like, what in the... I mean, some of that shit on the altar is cool, right? It just looks cool for aesthetically pleasing, but yeah, we're gonna take that down because that's putting them on the pedestal. Okay, and they don't need to be on that pedestal. You do. I don't think you're gonna go to their home and they have an altar of you. So let's take them off the pedestal. Okay. Thank you so much. Because you do know that when you put them on the pedestal, here's the problem with putting them on the pedestal is you think you're less than. You give them all the control. You think that you're less than them. And a lot of you, this is why we have the intensive coming up, because a lot of you like to lie to yourself and think that you're on the pedestal when you're not. When you're not. Because like I said, if you were, then certain things, I mean, yeah, do you have emotions? Yeah, but certain things that they say wouldn't bother you. You'd be like, okay. If they try to tell you about yourself, okay. Just like a stranger, you know. This is beyond your SP. If family tried to tell you about yourself or said something you didn't like, certain things wouldn't bother you. That's how you know if you're on the pedestal or if they are, which is why you question everything. You come from desperate energy. You beg, plead for them to be with you, and you want so badly to force the 3D to message them and to talk to them, to get them. I just need him to understand where I'm coming from. That's putting him on the pedestal. Stop doing that. Okay? Thank you. Amber, how do I know if my SP really thinks I deserve better or if it's just an excuse to break up? Okay, Amber, your SP does not, first of all, anything that comes out of your SP's mouth is feedback for you. It's not his actual thoughts when it comes to you, like, so when he says that I think, it's not an excuse to break up, okay? It's not an excuse to break up. But it's not his thoughts. It's his thought, but it's being reflected based on your inner dialogue. Okay, so what he's saying to you, thanks, Carrie Girlfriend, what he's saying to you is his thought and not an excuse, but it's based on how you're thinking. So when they say that, because this happens all the time, is you deserve better, that's because you're seeing him as inadequate to be your boyfriend, if you will. You're doing nothing but bitch, 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 bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. He's such an asshole. Why isn't he doing this? Why isn't he doing that? I just wanted him to be this. I just want him to be that. I just want him this. I just want that. Right? This. So then, in his mind, he thinks you deserve better. He's not good enough. Because you, in your mind, have created that he's not good enough for you by complaining, right? It's no different than if you were to verbalize it. Because some of you verbalize it where you're like, well, I just need you to do this. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. Well, you're not doing this, right? Well, why can't you do this? Why can't you be this, right? Things like that. And so that's the inevitable conclusion. You deserve better. That's why he's saying that. Okay? Because obviously they didn't feel that way in the beginning. So it's not an excuse, but what you want to do is you need to take that as feedback. Okay? This is, everyone should take anything that they say should be taken as feedback. Okay? Is this feedback? Because then it's like, okay, where did I go wrong in my thought process? Okay, sick. That's right. Snaps to Sab. She got gutter trash and SP on no speaking terms and bad terms. That's right, bitch. Now let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm proud of you, girl. I'm proud of you. See what happens when you get a grip. So proud of you. So let's keep going. Okay? So, Amber, do you see what I'm saying? So when he says that, you need to take what he says and turn it around in your mind. This is where recreating your SP story is important, how you see him. Okay, how you see him. So no more bitching about him in your mind. Instead, you take what he said, right? He thinks I deserve better. No, he knows that he's completely perfect for me. He knows that he's enough for me. He knows that he's enough for me. Things like that. Okay, is what you would change that in your mind, because that's the only reason why he said that. That's the only reason why he said that. So, understand that. Okay, you all need to start understanding. You all need to start understanding that. What up, Chelsea girlfriend? That anything that they say. Amber, GT is gutter trash. We don't call them third parties around here. We call them gutter trash. Hey, I'm just saying. I haven't seen a one per. I would just feel weird if I had an altar. Maybe I should have an altar. No, I'm not gonna have an altar. What are you supposed to do with the altar? Is there like a class that you take? Or do you just watch YouTube videos? Is there like a tutorial on, if you have an altar, here's instruction. Is there an instruction manual? How do you run an altar? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you figure that out? You just watch a bunch of videos on how to do the altar. Is there like a chant that you say at the altar? Yeah, there you go, Tamara. I'm like, is there like a chant that you say, like a ritual that you do? Do you like cut your finger and pour blood into a cauldron? And then how do you know the right and wrong way to do the altar, right? I'm telling you, there has to be an instruction manual. An instruction manual. Crispy's your SP purchased it for me. I mean, do you go to a store? Like, do you go on, can I go on Amazon and be like altar setup? And there's like a beginner's altar kit? I mean, I'm just curious. Go into Lex, you can have an altar for yourself. Sure. But an altar isn't putting you on the pedestal, right? You're not going to be like, oh, because I have an altar, I'm fucking that bitch. Huh? You know, it's... See, James is up for it. You got some honey jars. Altar for It's a book called Altars for Dummies, and James said he ordered his. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would just be lost. I'd be like, where the hell am I? Where are you supposed to find this shit? Then I'd feel weird, because then it's like, do you dress a certain way? Do you dress a certain way? Like, put on a cloak. I have a cloak. But I only have a cloak, but in my defense, I only have a cloak because my daughter wore it for Halloween one year, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool. We'll just keep that. Well, that's what I said, Tyrese. That's what I said. I was like, what's the game plan if they come over? And you're just like, just never mind that. You put a towel over it, like, and if you put a towel over it, like, does that fuck up the energy of the altar? Right? This is how my mind works. So I don't have one. And because I'm telling you, my boyfriend would have been like, exactly what is this? What is this whole setup you got going on here? Then I'd have to make some shit up. Now I just feel stupid. I'm just saying. So anyway, now we're back. Anyways, so if I want my SP to talk to me, I should just focus on me and he will appear talking to me somehow. Well, yes and no. Okay, so self concept, when you're manifesting an SP, is a very important, it's not self concept has been oversaturated in the market these days where everyone's like, you have a self concept problem. If you don't have your SP back, you have a self concept problem, self concept problem, self concept problem. That's not necessarily true. What you do need to see is yourself better than your SP. This is not necessarily directly related to self concept. Okay. It's more like a self love, self respect. It's all of the selves. It's not just self concept, how you see yourself, right? But oftentimes your self-concept gets wrapped up in your relationships. And so because of that, we have to separate that, where you have to know in general, whether it's this SP, another SP, it doesn't matter SPs, that you're a bad bitch to society in general, that you're that person, right? So you can have a great ego, you can have a great stellar self-concept. It still doesn't mean they're going to contact you. Okay. So there's more to it involved when it comes to manifesting an SP. Self-concept is, and it's really not, I don't like that term only because, but we use it because that's what TikTok has led everybody to believe they need. But it's about how you see yourself to the core, like from an identity standpoint. How do you see yourself? So therefore, you don't question, like, I don't need to question if they're going to contact me or they're going to come back. I know this for a goddamn fucking fact. You know what I'm saying? That's the attitude you would have. You wouldn't be questioning, are they going to contact me? Why haven't they contacted me? Have they moved on? Are they talking to somebody else? Are they happy somewhere else? No, the fuck? No. You'll know no matter what they say to you. Like, it's over. This isn't working out. In your mind, you're like, yeah, okay, I know you're going to be back. I know you'll be back. Why? Because I know who the hell I am. There's a difference, right? So that's part of it, but you also need to focus your inner conversations of them thinking about you all the time. They always think about me. I know he's thinking about me right now. Why wouldn't he think about me right now? He does nothing but think about me. Like, you see him active on WhatsApp. You're like, of course he's on WhatsApp. He just wants to see if I'm on WhatsApp instead of the alternative, right? Everything becomes about you, but at the same time is focused on the fact that they think about you all the time. He can't stop thinking about me. I know he knows he wants nothing more than to talk to me. He knows he wants to talk to me, right? That type of attitude. Because when you have inner conversations centered around that, then they contact you. Right? But you have to see them as thinking about you. Because when people think about somebody often, what do? They contact them, right? They're not just thinking about you, right? Let's think when you think about someone, okay? What do you think about? You think about them, your relationship, right? The memories that you had, the things that you want with them, the things that now you only see that stuff with them, right? Because it's like, they're not just like, you're not just popping in their mind 24/7 and they're just like, wonder how he's doing. You wonder how he's doing. Hope he's doing good. Right? No, they start thinking about the things in your relationship. They start thinking about your life together. They start thinking about that stuff often. Which is why no one can manifest against me. Because it takes anyone manifesting, it takes a level of discipline involved when you're actively manifesting, right? Because everyone's manifesting, but they're doing it on autopilot, which creates all the negative shit, right? All that stuff. And so they also have assumptions, all that shit. But when you're consciously aware of what you're creating and you have the ability to now change it, then guess what? Then you're completely unstoppable. No one can go against you because you have what they don't, discipline. and you know what you're doing. They don't. They let it run on autopilot, which is why it's easy to banish gutter trash to the fucking dumpster they crawled out of, right? That's why. Because they do nothing but chase. Chase, chase, chase. Force a 3D, force a 3D, force a 3D. And as we know how that works. So, you don't have anything to worry about. You don't have anything to worry about. No matter what the fuck they say to you. I don't even know why you guys panic. You get your fucking panties in a bunch with everything they fucking say to you. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? I don't. Now, do I react like, because I'm normal, I'm human. So do you possibly react emotionally? Sure. Sometimes you do, right? Because you have fucking feelings. So that's fine. But in your mind, reject. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Please. Right? Like when I had, not in a sense screwed up, but when I had faltered in my manifestation, right? And it went seemingly left. I was like, I was not affected. Because I was like, I know we're getting back together. Like, that's not a problem. That I already know. And therefore, everything sped up. Why? Because I knew. I knew. And that's all you have to know. You control the outcomes. They don't. So, you have to know. You have to fucking know. Ashlina, what if they didn't say anything and just ghosted? Typically, if you can roll back the clock a little bit, we'll say, right? If you could roll back the clock a little bit, you would know where you went wrong. You would see that, you would see where you went wrong, okay? So typically people don't go from everything's freaking fine and dandy to completely ghosting. That's not how that works. Why would that happen? Right? So that's not what happened, okay? So if you were to go back in time, you would see exactly where you went wrong in your thoughts. Prior to the ghosting. Because that's usually not what happens. Okay. So, and ghosting is never a thing. It turns into a thing, but it's not a thing. Okay. So the only reason why it is kind of like no contact, right? The only reason why that is because they broke pattern. And so you held on to that and got all fucked up in your thoughts, which continued the longevity of it. So now it turns into ghosting. When in actuality, if you would have changed your thought process, it wouldn't have been ghosting. It would have been the opposite, right? They would have came back in contact with you. They would have shown back up. But that's not what happened. Because so it's like everything's fine. And then you start to notice a behavior change, right? You start to notice them acting funny or different. And all of a sudden now you're fucked up in your thoughts and you're like, something's different, something's changed, like he's acting different, right? Things like that. Now your inner conversations are all fucked up. And so now he continues to push that out. Then now he doesn't talk to you for like, we'll say like he used to text you every morning and say good morning and different things like that. And now doesn't do that anymore, right? And so now you're like, is he ghosting me? Like, does he not want to talk to me anymore? This, that, and the fucking third. And now you're right. What could have been only half a day of no contact to contacting you being like, hey, sorry, I got wrapped up in some shit, came into complete ghosting because that's how you looked at it. You looked at it like he disappeared. He doesn't want to talk to you. He's gone away. Something's different. And that was your thought pattern leading up to the ghosting. People don't go, but people in relationships do not go from everything is fucking peachy king jelly bean to ghosting. That doesn't happen. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm hungry. I'm always fucking hungry. I'm not actually always hungry. But I had a pear. And that's it. And then how the fuck is my daughter gonna go in my whole like jewelry and be like, can I go look and see what jewelry you have? I guess. And then come downstairs with jewelry that she has selected from my jewelry that she has selected that she is going to wear for her, you know, she's in high school now. So she's like, well, I'm in high school now, so I have to step my game up. And I'm like, you need to step your game up with a goddamn fucking white gold tennis bracelet with diamonds on it. What? Then she didn't bother to show me the necklaces she selected. I'm like, let me catch you walking up this house with something fancy. Yeah, she wants to wear my fucking tennis bracelet. But then again, I wear gold jewelry now, so maybe I'll let her. But I was like, don't. I'm not going to throw it out there. She's going to take great care of it. And then she's like, can we go grocery shopping? When are you going to the grocery store next? I was like, I don't know why. She's like, can I go with you? I'm like, shit. Because you know when the kids go with you, all they do is rack the bill up. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I guess. Why? She goes, so we can spend time together. I'm like, you want to spend time together at the grocery store? She's like, and then we need to go to the gas station. I'm like, what the fuck do you need at the gas station? And she's like, I need gum for school. I'm like, we're going to pick up the registration packet today. You ain't starting school tomorrow. And I said, why can't we get the gum at, you know, the grocery store? Well, no, it has to be from the gas station. I said, is there something in the gum at the gas station? And then she's like, and then we can go get something to eat. So I had to educate her and said, well, it depends on what you want to get at the grocery store. Because we might have to go get something to eat first. Because I know her. She's like, well, I want to get ice cream. I'm sure you do. So then we need to eat first. She goes, okay, so we'll go eat first. Where the fuck are we going to eat? Okay, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know where the hell we're going to eat. Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. I'm rooting for McDonald's if we're going to any fast food. Chick-fil-A, no. We ain't doing the Chick-fil-A game. Not if I got to eat. You know what I'm saying? Because if I got to eat, then we're going to roll up in there and sit in the car, and I'm going to go to Del Taco. It's not right next door. Just saying. Just saying. What's the ingredients for spells? It seems like a lot. I'm like so cheap when it comes to shit like that because I'm like, what am I supposed to have? Amazon sells altars. Oh man. Oh man. That's right, James. We're gonna do the whole package though, James. Like we're gonna get the altar. We're gonna sell the altar, an instruction manual, and some shit that they can put on the candle. We have to have the candle, and some shit they could put on the altar. You know what I'm saying? So they have like a whole setup. But it's important that we get an instruction manual for the beginners. Curtis. I would have taken it way too far. And my boyfriend would have seriously looked at me and been like, I was joking about the whole black magic thing, but now I'm convinced. How do you learn how to do black magic? What up, Ray girlfriend? Version of jewelry. I need jewelry. Sarah, McDonald's over Chick-fil-A is diabolical. Are you okay? Are you okay? I don't think so. What do you get at Chick-fil-A? A fucking chicken sandwich with a pickle on it? That's all it comes. Chicken, bread, pickle. Do they put mustard on it? That's about it. That's all they get. The only thing I get is the naked titties. That's all I get. Naked titties, and then give me that Chick-fil-A fucking sauce. Shake it up. I've seen that shit. Shake it up. Oh, and then I fuck with our kale salad. That's about it. That's all I get. Unless it's like the breaded chicken salad. That would be the only thing else I would entertain. Other than that, I'm like, no. And then, how the fuck are you only going to serve breakfast on certain days of the week? I went there on, I think it was a Saturday, and I was like, I was going to get some breakfast. And they were like, we don't serve breakfast today. I'm like, what in the... I was like, you don't serve breakfast on Saturdays? Would it, like, do you care to make money? Because, I mean, when would you think most people would go? I don't fucking know. It's like McDonald's not serving breakfast on a fucking Saturday. I think it's the stupidest thing in the fucking world. And McDonald's, though, their breakfast, I only fuck with their egg and McMuffin. Sausage McMuffin with egg. Everything else, their breakfast burrito for $3, I don't fucking think so. Oh man, we get off track around here. Okay, Stacy. So if you spin everything to getting them back, they come back. Train your mind. Yes, you need to train your mind. You don't necessarily have to act as if it's true, right? Because there takes a level, and I don't like the term, but there takes a level of delusion for that to happen for you. And the problem is, how do you define delusion, right? Not real. So being delusional doesn't work for most people because in their mind it's not real, right? Because that's the mere definition that we've been led to believe about delusion. So this whole just be delusional, live in the end. No, okay. Well, if you're in no contact, how are you supposed to live in the end of a relationship and act like it's true? You know what I'm saying? So instead, you can come, and this is where I was talking about on a video. I think it was a video. I don't fucking know. Was it a video? It might have been a video. I don't freaking know. I don't even know. I have all these papers. This is how I figure out video fucking content, guys. This is what we do here. What I fucking call it? I don't know. I have so many damn papers around here, but I don't even know where they all went with all my damn papers around here. Oh, it's probably an earmark in my book. But anyway, I called it it's like anticipation affirmations, if you will. So it's like anticipation affirmations are like as if it's going to happen instead of it's already happening. Because the problem is when you have inner conversations, right? When you have inner conversations about them being about you and your SP being together, right? The problem is at the end of the day or throughout your day, you're assessing your 3D. That's also inner conversations, and you're acknowledging the fact that you're not together, the fact that you haven't talked for 8 months, 7 months, whatever. And so that goes against what you've been affirming. That goes against your inner conversations. So instead, what would happen if you had anticipation affirmations? So it's like, this is happening, right? Like, oh, I know we're getting back together. He knows he only wants to be with me. Like, I know we're getting back together, right? So it's an anticipation affirmation. It's something that you know is going to happen, but acknowledging the fact that it isn't here. You're not acknowledging the fact that it isn't here, but it's this is going to happen. So whatever needs to happen up until then is exactly what's going to happen. Does that make sense? Instead of, because that's most people's problems. And I didn't know this was a problem because I just did it. I didn't think against it. Or tell myself the opposite. Like I didn't acknowledge the 3D. People have a hard time not acknowledging the 3D. I think it's easy to not acknowledge the 3D, to be quite frank. I mean, because I just didn't. Because for what? For what? Unless it shows me everything I fucking want to see, I'm not going to acknowledge the 3D. I don't need to. So I didn't do that. But I noticed, since I started coaching people, I noticed most people can't do that. So they start acknowledging the 3D. So like they'll be affirming and having inner conversations like, he's always calling and texting me. Yeah, we talk all the time. We talk every single day. He's always calling and texting me. And then at the end of the day or throughout the day, they'll check their phone or acknowledge that they didn't do that. Like, oh, he still hasn't texted me. Well, that just negated everything you said, right? Because you have to create with affirming, you have to create the repetition, right? So that it gets into the subconscious mind because you're consciously affirming. But when you take an assessment of your day and you're like, oh, but he didn't talk, but I haven't talked to him today. He didn't message me today. That's a natural inner conversation. So that keeps it right in place. Because inner conversations, natural conversations go directly into the subconscious mind, which is what pushes out. So that's where I think anticipation affirmations is much more effective for people who cannot not react to the 3D. Who can't just stick in their mind palace. Oh, shit. Sorry, I was just thinking about dinner. My mind wanders. See, your guys' mind wanders too. I was like, what do I want for dinner tonight? I don't fucking know. I had to talk to my boyfriend. Since I have to go to my besties, I mean, I may as well pick up dinner. Mm-hmm. And you know who you shouldn't order from? Fucking Round Table. Round Table will be ripping people off when it comes to pizzas. You like get a pizza at Round Table, they're like $57. You're like, 57 what? For a pizza? And then they kill you when I'd rather you just not tell me. I'd rather you not tell me what you charge for additional toppings. Right? You'll be like, let me get some mushrooms. First of all, they give you like 10 mushrooms on the whole pizza and they're like $2.50. You're like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Give me some bell peppers. They sprinkle sparingly on that shit. And they're like $2.50 for that one too. You're like, so how much is this pizza? Because I can go to Domino's and get it for $5. I mean, I'm just curious. Why would I order from here? Ooh, Chipotle sounds good. Then my mind goes like, but I'd have to go all the way down to Chipotle. I'll figure it out. I'll survive. Or I'll send my boyfriend. There you go, James. That's right, J&J Altars. Stacy, you said, it was a question, is this the law of assumption? Yes. It is the mainstream law of assumption. But the law of assumption was created by somebody who figured it out, right? No, it was not created by Neville Goddard. But this is where we're different here because we don't follow the law of assumption. All you need to know is the law, right? What they say is the basics, like the foundation. And then, because this is what I did. I said, okay, I've been doing this my entire life, doing the law of assumption. This is what has led me to overcome a lot of things in my life. So I was like, okay, cool. I didn't even know I was doing that. But if that's the case, then why can't we leverage the law? Who says we have to follow the law? right? When you can make the law work in your favor. So that's what we do here is we leverage, right? Because it's far more than assuming, because this is why people, when it comes to manifesting specific persons back, this is people's problem. This is why a lot of manifestation coaches and healers and witches and all these things will hire me, because they're like, I can manifest all kinds of shit except for my specific person. And I said, that is because specific people have mouths. They like to talk. And we love to listen, and we love to take their words as law. But we can leverage what they tell you. And so that's the key. So that's where it's different here, because it becomes fun, because you no longer are taking things personal. You're no longer living at the effect and victimizing yourself. You're no longer doing any of that, because you're learning to take control and saying, okay, wait, I don't have to accept things in my reality that I don't like when I have the power to change it. So why can't I leverage what I know about the law? This is where we leverage everyone is you pushed out to get rid of gutter trash. Also, for your SP, this is where we leverage everything that comes out their goddamn fucking mouth that's unfavorable, because you can turn it around, right? This is where we leverage everything, literally everything. Signs, we leverage signs, because who the hell says that 111 and 222 is the sign? Why can't a bird be a sign? What's the difference? Why can't an ant be a sign? What's the difference? Right? Because the only people that created all that stuff are people. So if that's the case, then why can't we tell ourselves whatever else we want? Because if you go off the fact that everything is an assumption, then it's like, okay, cool, then I can leverage the assumptions, right? If I don't have time to change my assumption, because in order for you to change your assumption, you have to repeatedly tell yourself something different, unless you do it subconsciously. So instead, I show you how to make the assumption you already have about your SP, about certain things. You have to make it work for you, because ain't nobody got time like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm impatient and I don't want this shit to take a long ass time at all. Like, it took 7 months in the beginning, but you heard chicken titties, my friend. What up, Terry girlfriend? But what's it called? You get distracted by James. But you leverage, because it took me 7 months at first, but it was only because I wasted 7 months on law of attraction, right? Instead of figuring it out, then it took me 4 weeks. Okay. Then I backslid, and it took me 7 days. Total turnaround. That's how this works. Okay. When you learn how to leverage and realize how everything became everything, which is why I tell people it's not always about affirming. It's really about mainly inner conversations. Because you can affirm till you're blue in the face and then keep talking to people about the shit that's going on currently in your 3D that's against everything you're affirming. So you can keep affirming. But as long as you continue to acknowledge your 3D showing you the opposite, then that's why it's stalling. She knows who the fuck I'm talking to. Well, and all of you. But that's why it's stalling. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. Because last time I checked, the key word is conversation. Okay. What you think about, you speak. What you think about and speak about, you bring about, right? This is what keeps things in your reality. This is what causes things to push out, because you don't necessarily think about it, right? There's several types of conversations we have. We have an inner conversation and we have verbal conversations. Duh. So oftentimes you'll have a verbal conversation. all about your shit. Which is why when it comes to SPs, y'all are fucking confused as to why the family and friends don't fucking like your SP. Well, that's because all they hear is the shit. All they hear is the shit. They see the pain that you're going through, right? They see that in the entire relationship, all you've done is vent to them. And you've painted him to be the bad guy, to be the villain. Because let's be frank, typically, when you're talking to your friends and your family, if you're being honest with yourself, about your relationship problems, about things that they're saying, about your arguments, let's be frank, it's only fucking one-sided. You're not telling them. You're completely victimizing yourself to your friends and family. You're not telling them the whole story. So therefore, they take your word for it and they're like, what a fucking asshole. What a douchebag. And now you're shocked when you're like, oh, I want to get back together with my SP. They're like, what in the fuck? And you're like, no one supports it. I guess because you've done nothing but tell them half the fucking story your entire fucking time. And you know you have. No one's like, yeah, you know, I was being a mega bitch and I fucking hit him in the face. You don't do that, right? That's why your friends and family don't like your SP. So you need to stop doing that shit. What up, Desiree, girlfriend? You need to stop doing that, okay? I hate McGriddles. It's sweet. But then again, I'm the person that eats fucking pancakes with no syrup and only a shit ton of butter. Fuck yeah. Butter me up, baby. Exactly, Stacy. Like, I know we're getting back together. I know she's coming back. Like, that's not a question of my mind. I know that this is what it is, right? Saying it in a natural tone to you. Okay, in a natural tone to you, because tonality makes up a fair amount of communication. So you need to have the tonality. Okay, you don't need to, but I strongly suggest it because it makes it more real. Which is why you'll have a conversation, a verbal conversation, and boom, it pushes out quickly. Why? Because you're not sitting there monotone when you're talking to someone, right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, we're great. Everything is fine. Yep. We are totally good. Yep. I know we're getting back together. No. When you talk verbally, you add the tonality. So now that makes it even more real. So now you're like, yeah, no, this is how it is. And no, I haven't talked to him in like 4 fucking months. So I don't even know why he hasn't talked to me yet. Like, he completely just, I want nothing more than to get back together with her, but I don't know why she hasn't contacted me yet. Right? You say it with tonality. That's what's manifesting too. So you want to, it's what you've been doing your entire time. You didn't affirm for your breakup. You didn't affirm for shit. All you did was keep talking about it. All you did was keep talking about it. And you didn't say it the same way twice. Now, your inner conversations several of them could be said the same way twice, right? But this is where that should be your main focus. Less about affirming, more inner conversations, because those are pushing out. And stop acknowledging what you don't like. Period. In your inner thoughts, in your verbal fucking conversations with people, I don't give a fuck. Stop acknowledging what you don't like. Because you keep it right in play. And stop justifying. That was my video I posted today. Is stop justifying their behavior. Stop doing that. Because justifying the behavior, it's not helping you to justify their lack of contact, their lack of communication, their why they haven't contacted you yet, why they've left you on red, why they've done all that. Just tell yourself the opposite. I don't understand why it's hard to react to a 3D, especially if you're in no contact. What the fuck is there to react to? Nothing. Your thoughts, that's it. You're getting into your head, you're getting into your thoughts, but what is there to react to if you're not talking? When you could just, in your goddamn fucking mind, get a grip. Get a fucking grip. In your mind, you should only be ever telling yourself what you want to hear, what you want to see, not what you fucking see, not what you think you're saying. We'll start there because most of you aren't saying shit. And you're digging for it. You're digging for it. Get a fucking hobby. Do something. But most of you aren't really seeing anything. Okay? Because what do people post online? Let's be honest. Like, what do honestly people post online? Pictures of their fucking food, right? Instagram eats first. Okay? Pictures of their food. Pictures of themselves, how good they look because they're feeling themselves, right? What do you post online? So what the fuck makes you think your recipe is any goddamn different? So what the hell are you looking for? They post a quote and you're what? Googling the meaning of said quote? Well, what does he mean by this? What do they mean by that? Who gives a fuck? If you can't control your thoughts, stop checking. Snaps to Annie plus vibes. If you can't control your thoughts about 3D, stop fucking checking. Stop checking. What it mean, my girlfriend? I don't have Dawn Pan. Everything fucking sounds good. Mexican food sounds good. Lovely, what the fuck do you mean your manifestation didn't work? What manifestation didn't work, sis? Dish. Give us the deets. James. I don't know what I did wrong. It didn't work for me. Okay, I'm still waiting. Lovely. Tell us what the fuck you did. What were you manifesting and didn't work for you? Y'all are so fucking funny. Was that sun? Can you explain a little about manifesting for someone else, please? Yeah, so it depends on the scenario. Okay, so if you're trying to manifest for like a family member, right? And they're going through something or whatever, all you have to do is tell a different story. It depends on what it is, okay? It depends on what it is. Like there's a long stream of things, okay? So if it's something, manifesting for a family is not difficult. It actually requires hardly any work at all because it's not you, okay? So because it's not you, you don't really have resistance to it because it's not your fucking life. You know what I'm saying? So you can literally, like, it may impact your life, but it's not your manifestation, if that makes sense. So, like when I was on the phone with Jamie and we talked, and she's like, oh, well, after, my husband comes home, I want to, change my son. I said, that's a simple fucking fix. I said, let's talk about your son real quick. So she did. And I said, here's all I want you to tell yourself. We talked about it on the call. Next day, 24 hours later, son came over. We said it once. See what I'm saying? So when I was changing my brother's story, all I did was tell a handful of people a different story, that I know he's going to come out of this a stronger person, right? I know that he's going to come out of this a stronger person. Like, he's getting better every day, and he's going to realize that he can do this on his own, and this, that, and the fucking third. And then it changed his trajectory. So it depends on what you're manifesting when it comes to someone else, but it's all it's all stories. It's like, if you want your, if you have a family member who has depression or PTSD, right? And every time you talk to family, friends, people that know your family member and what they're going through, they'll be like, how's Johnny doing? And you're like, well, his PTSD, he's just been so, or his depression, he's been so down, he's not doing well. Like, it's just getting worse. Like, it's really impacting his life, right? And you're acknowledging PTSD, 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 depression, 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 depression. You keep it right there in play. Because sure, it's true in his reality, but he's also in yours, okay? So when you start saying, now I'm not saying you can just be like, he's fine, to people who know him, right? But it's how you tell the story, because they're not in your home, okay? So you can literally be like, you know what? He's getting through it. He's getting through it. But every day he's getting better and better and better. And I just know he's going to get better. I know he's going to come out of this just so much stronger. And he's really gonna get through this. He's a strong person, he's so strong. And like, I know we're gonna get through this, right? So you're telling a different story. See what I'm saying? So now he starts to feel better. He starts to be better. He starts to do things like that because you're telling a different story. So it depends on what it is you're manifesting for someone. A person's different. Well, what have you been doing, Terry? Getting all fucked up in your thoughts? Is that what you've been busy doing? Getting all shit in your thoughts? Huh? See, Taylor, good. I'm not a sweet person. I'm really not a sweetsy type person, to be quite frank. Like, fruit to me is good because it's not sweet. But if you're gonna catch me, if gummy bears, that's my shit. Chamoy gummy bears, actually, is my shit. My boyfriend turned me on to those chamoy. I don't even like anything chamoy, to be quite frank. I hate all things chamoy. But chamoy gummy bears fucking slap. So good, so good. My boyfriend turned me on to those, so we like veg out on those. He like grabs some, and then he always feeds me mine. Portion control. But those are bomb. I'll do like tahini sparingly. Oh, I guess I do chamoy. I don't know what the fuck is on the rim of a michelada. That's the only way I'll drink beers if it's a michelada. But I'll do tahini like on cucumbers. My boyfriend turned me on to that shit too. I was like, that shit is bomb on cucumbers and on pineapple. Shit's bomb. He makes it. Just like if you've never had pico de gallo on a fucking hot dog, that shit's bomb too. Well, Chris, you totally did change your picture. I feel like I would have to. Andy Vibes, DM Bevy. Okay, lovely. Are you serious right now? You demanded him to send me a message with a happy birthday today. Well, happy birthday, lovely. Happy birthday to you. There, you got your birthday message, bitch. You replayed in my head him sending that message as well. Okay. Well, I'll tell you initially where you've gone wrong, first and foremost. Is I don't know where the fuck you live, bitch, but where I live, it's 11:25 a.m. But you're over here saying you demanded him to send you a message with a happy birthday today, and he didn't. So is your day over? Second of all, I'm willing to bank on the fact that you repeatedly checked your phone. And if you were to replay and be completely honest with yourself, well, look at that, Jody. Snaps for Jody. Because lovely, if you get a grip, then you can be like Jody, where her SP sent her a laughing emoji on WhatsApp today to reply to her WhatsApp status. They're always watching. They're always watching. That's what you need to understand. They're always watching. I don't think you can think they moved on all you want. They're always watching. Trust me. They're always watching. Why wouldn't they? But I'm gonna turn the fucking air. It's cold. I can't even ask my daughter. I should train her on that shit. Is it cute that she tried to bring down $27 because she was in hopes of wanting to buy some shit on a game that she plays? And I was like, $27? She goes, well, I'll keep $2, but here's $25. I was like, you know what? You didn't do well. I always spoke with her because she says she fails everything. If it's like a 95%, she says she fails. I said, well, you did fail your first, you didn't do well on your first high school class. She goes, I know, I got a 95. And I said, yeah. She goes, but I've really kept, because she has these fucking bands for her braces, right? The bands, they drive me nuts because in our old place, they were everywhere. Every fucking where. And I was like, seriously, if I step on one of these again, I'm going to lose my shit. And so she made it a point, and she's pleading her case now because she's a negotiator. Because I told her, I said, never accept anything less, girl. Everything's negotiable. And so she goes, well, I have been keeping my room clean. I was like, kudos to you. And my bathroom. I have been keeping my bathroom clean and my shower clean. Thank God for that. And she goes, and I have been and I have not been leaving my bands anywhere. I was like, okay. She goes, and I've been also doing my own laundry too. I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. Okay. I'll buy you the $25 if you're okay. I just thought it was so cute that she came down. She knows me though. She came down with her whole little $25. Like, I'm going to be like, I'm going to do that next time. Next time she tries to give me the money, I'll be like, thank you. And then throw her off, right? Throw her off where she's like, but also because I low-key have debt to pay down to my daughter. I mean, she's always indebted to me, right? Because who the fuck pays all the bills around here? And all the shit I ever buy her. However, I may have borrowed money in like years ago from her piggy bank because I didn't have the cash. I don't carry cash, that I forgot to freaking put it back. I'm also demanding for him to stop talking to his gutter trash. So he comes, fights for me and his child. Okay, sorry, lovely. I got distracted. Hold your questions too. We're gonna do the cord cutting in a second. It's fucking cold, and I need to go turn the air off very quickly. Okay. okay, but you're over here under this. Okay. You can get all that shit if you would stop checking the 3D. Okay. If you would stop fucking up in your thoughts, because you can look at their photo and be like, you're gonna do this shit. You're gonna do this shit. You're gonna message me happy birthday. You are messaging me happy birthday today. You are going to mess me. You are messaging me happy birthday today. I know you're messaging me happy birthday today. And then every waking second you get, you're like, because I'll affirm while I'm checking, if I'm checking anything. But you, on the other hand, aren't doing that. So you'll check your phone and be like, he still hasn't messaged me. Do it again. He still hasn't messaged me. Check again. He still hasn't messaged me. When is he going to message me? When is he going to message me? He still hasn't messaged me. When is he going to message me? That is a natural inner conversation, Miss Lovely, that goes against what you want. You can't do that. Because that's what keeps it in play. Versus if you would have demanded that he's going to send you a happy birthday today and then got about your happy little fucking day and had plenty of inner conversations saying, yeah, I know he's going to message me happy birthday today. Why wouldn't he? He can't wait to message me happy birthday today. Oh, God. I know he wants to wish me happy birthday today. I know he's thinking about my birthday. All he can think about today is that it's my birthday. I know he's going to message me happy birthday. You probably would have got a happy birthday message. But you didn't do that. And again, the day is not over. Okay? The day is not over. I'm running an experiment at the current second. Not an experiment because my assumptions manifest. I know it's going to work. It always works. And then I'm going to let you know what it was. Okay. You're really struggling to not react to the 3D. Sometimes you feel like crying. You can cry. You can cry. Just don't let your thoughts align with the tears. Affirm through the tears. But let your emotion out, right? You're not subhuman. You're human. So if you want to cry, then cry. Just pick your fucking ass up when you're done. Dust yourself off and keep it pushing. Okay? If you want to cry, it's fine. But affirm through the tears. This is your guys' problem. If you want to react to the 3D, if you're reacting to the 3D, if you want to cry, like all that stuff, like there's nothing wrong with that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is the problem with that is you're not in the knowing how this plays out. Because what's there to cry about? That's where things changed. I was trying to think. I was like, I think I did for like 15 seconds, to be quite frank. Because I think I was thrown off guard and I was like, no, this isn't happening. I was like, where did I go wrong here? Where did I go wrong? In my thoughts. And then I pinpointed it. I knew where I went wrong. And I was like, okay, now I need to flip that. So then I was standing in my kitchen and I was like, you can feel it coming on, right? I'm like, it's all right. I'm about to cry and it's fine. Let my emotion out. And so I did for like a whole 15 seconds. But when that happened, I was like, no, I don't believe that. This is what I choose to believe instead. This is what's happening. No, this is a mistake. I know. And then I went and I said something different while I had my momentary sappiness. But then after that, nothing. Absolutely nothing. No tears. No sadness. At all. Because I wouldn't say I was like, immune to it. But at the same time, I knew. This time I knew. I was like, no, this is a complete mistake. I know what my shit is. Yeah. And then it was. There's that. Well, you know what, Rob? McDonald's can be fake food all day long. I'm still going to fuck it up if I want to. Mm-hmm. Taylor, I'll return the favor, bitch. I'll send you a pack. I'll send you a pack. They're at Kroger, aka Ralph's. Here, we call them Ralph's. They're at Kroger. Mm-hmm. They're fucking bomb. Of course he did. Snaps for Lisa, whose SP has called her every day this week. Of course he has. Why wouldn't he, bitch? Why wouldn't he? All right. Are we almost there? Yeah, Rob, you put pico de gallo on gummy bears? Oh, Taylor, your birthday's going to be super easy to remember. I will definitely serenade you, bitch, on September 8th. That's my dad's birthday, actually. That is my dad's birthday. So it's easy to remember that shit. And Stacy, look at all these people. Well, my birthday is October 16th, so everybody should write that shit down. Put it in your fucking calendar. Yeah, Taylor. She's the worst housekeeper in the world. If you noticed, everything was about her shit, okay? She keeps her room clean. She keeps her bathroom clean. She does her laundry. Worst housekeeper in the planet. You should see her. You should see. God forbid she needs to get my shit out the dryer. Because she'll like want to run low dry. I'm like, take my stuff out the dryer. You know what she does with that shit? She'll like, before she would like throw it on her floor. I was like, excuse me. Now she'll just go and dump it on my bed. I was like, I love all that for us, that you just take the laundry and just dump it on the bed. But then again, that's my boyfriend too. He does the same shit. But then again, I like my stuff folded a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So I do fucking all the laundry here. I do all the laundry for us. Oh man, you did it right, girl. You did it right, Chelsea. You gotta have a 20-month-old, teach him right. Ness. Cheers to tequila, gummy bears, and pico de gallo. There we go, girl. Mm-hmm. That's the key. Good, lovely, good. That's the key, Nest, is he always messages when I stop thinking about him and starting letting go, because you're dropping the resistance, right? You have to drop the resistance. You have to drop the resistance. Okay, and really just drop that shit. And the quickest way to drop the resistance when it comes to your SP is knowing how this plays out. Knowing that you're going to get back together. The result is inevitable, period. Like I don't have to worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you don't have to worry about shit, you're good to go. You are good to go. Bye, Just Wowie. Um, just saying. Ray, why are you getting discouraged? For what purpose? Ooh, and I have an envelope, bitch. I should put them in a box. That should be more polite. But Taylor. Oh, I'm going to send you the gummy bears. I definitely am. But the get back game, for me, is strong. Oh, it's strong. Just saying. Just saying. Bria, if your husband is saying he's dead inside when you don't think that, you don't have to necessarily think that way, okay? But what you're doing is listening to what he's saying, okay? So he's probably told you things about him because, right, remember, everyone has their own reality, their own assumptions. So he's probably told you things that he was going through, things that he's feeling, different things like that. So you may not be aware of it. A couple things have happened. Either you've let it impact your relationship, and you've done that by making excuses for his behavior, justifying his behavior based on what he's told you because it's real to him, and it's keeping it in play. Okay, we're going to talk anyway, so we'll get that. Now, I'm letting all you bitches know, if I have a call with you today, let's just full disclosure. If I have a call with you today, you better be on fucking time because I got a real tight schedule. I mean, they're all back to back. Especially since I have like 6 or 7 manifest for me calls, which means they're 15-minute calls. And so that's not a lot of time, right? Because we get down to the nitty gritty. But if you're fucking 5 minutes late, now we got 10 minutes to the call because I can't allow them to run over. Okay, because then I panic, everyone panics, and we get and all calls get pushed back. So if you are 5 minutes late to our call today, you're going to get rescheduled because it's not fair to everybody else, and quite frankly, it's not fair to you. We'll just keep it, call it what it is. It's also not fair to you because now I have to rush you, and I don't like doing that shit. No glitter. Taylor said, no glitter necessary. Exactly, Goldilocks. It's always necessary. Although, she did. But like I said, Taylor, my get back game is strong. It's strong, bitch. So. What is wrong with you, Jackie? What is Pico de Gallo? Oh man, you're hilarious. I just want her to see it. Yeah, that's right, Taylor. You should have thought about it. I just want... She's like, something shot out of my face, Jen. I was like, that's right. Like one of those, you know what it should be? It should be like one of those birth announcements. You know what I'm saying? Or gender reveals, I mean. Like the gender reveals. She's going to open it up and she's going to make poosh right in her face. That sounds fucking good to me. That sounds so good to me. Good, Flashy. We'll reschedule you. It's going to be iconic. It's going to be iconic. Okay, we're going to get ready to do the exercise now. What does it mean if you start to not care about your SP anymore? Kind of an indifference to X. It doesn't mean anything. Um, it doesn't mean anything. It could be a lot of things. Times it could be that you're lowering the resistance, right? It's like, which is a good thing, because I'm not saying everybody should just like not care, but it could be a good thing because you're dropping the resistance in, which is typically obviously why they come back, because you're kind of like, okay, it's kind of like an attitude, like it's going to happen or it's not type of attitude. I prefer you to know that it will happen, but either way it goes, in case you're new and you don't know what resistance means, resistance is the need for something. I really need to be with my SP. I really need to be with my SP. And the more you need to be with your SP, the higher the resistance. But when you decide to take a step back and work on yourself, this is where pedestal comes into play, and you decide to get back in touch with yourself and start knowing that we're going to be back together anyway, then the resistance now lowers. Because you're no longer needing to be with your SP. It's like, I don't need my SP because I know who the fuck I am and I'll be just fine. Like, I will be just fine. But I want to be with my SP. There's a difference. There's a difference. Okay? That's right, James. God interview landed for this Tuesday. Snaps for you, James. Okay, so that's where that comes from. So it's like you would, you have to drop that resistance. Okay? And by knowing, and then just taking an assessment of things. Alrighty. So now, let me get the jingle jangle out because this air just came back not fucking on. I guess I have to like set an alarm back, turn the fucking air off, right? Because it's like, it'll be this way, and then at night, I'm a warm sleeper. Me and my boyfriend are warm sleepers, so we literally have the ceiling fan on, plus a fucking side fan, and the air on. Why my daughter goes to sleep, because teenagers are weird these days. Well, she goes to sleep in a fucking hoodie. I'm like, I can't even sleep in a hoodie. Because I would feel like I'm suffocating. I sleep naked, so there's that. I can't sleep with a bunch of clothes on. It's not comfortable for me in any sense of that fucking word. And I like to feel the blankets on my body. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, in case you guys gave two shits. That's right, girl. That's why we get along so well. Clothes are overrated while you're sleeping. So, all right. So get in a nice, comfy position. That's right, Elena. Me too. Let's get in a nice, comfy position. And while you do that, I am obviously your manifestation bestie. And I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption and everything else to work in your favor. We only teach 2 laws around here. It's called the law of leverage and the law of get your shit. That's it. And those are our laws around here, just in case you're curious. I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in only 4 weeks. I managed to cut that time in less than half. So if you're interested in having me manifest your SP for you, or you want to work with me one-on-one to figure out where we're going wrong so you can get your shit right and tight, all links are in my bio. Also, because self-concept is super important, not self-concept, but putting yourself on that pedestal is super, super fucking important. I don't do psychic readings, but God will heal you, Belle, if you assume he will. Okay? So we also have a 3-day intensive coming up in a week and a half. And where we are going to put you on that pedestal, but ensure that you stay your ass right up on that fucking pedestal, okay? Because You literally need to be on that pedestal all the time. All the time. That's what attracts them to you. That's what brings them to you. That's what keeps them with you too. Okay? Okay. Yeah, we're good to go. All right. We also have a lot of other shit. We're literally the low price leader in the coaching space, so don't even trip, okay? Because we want to help as many people as possible, but the results that we produce they don't compare to the results that other people produce, okay? In a good way, obviously. Excuse me. Ooh. In a good way. The amount of testimonies we have they don't even compare to people who have been teaching this shit for years, okay? So, right, Rob? That's what I think. That's what I think. All right. So, now that you're in a nice, comfy little place, go ahead and I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to just take a couple deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Really, puzzle fucking piece. Hold, please. Okay, now take a couple deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just relax for a minute. Now I want you to imagine that you're in a giant amphitheater. It's dark outside, there's no one there, and you're sitting in the middle of this theater. And in front of you, there's a giant stage. And on this stage, there's a single stage light that runs from the ceiling down to the center of the stage. I want you to focus your attention on that stage light for just a second. And as you look into that light, you start to realize that you're actually not alone. In fact, you notice that off in the distance, in the back of the stage, out of the light, that there's a dark, shadowy figure. And as you adjust your focus to the dark, shadowy figure, you start to notice that that person is your SP. Now, I want you to say your SP's name, and I want you to ask them to come into the light, into the center of the stage. Do that now. And as they begin to walk into the light, you start to notice their facial features, their physical features, and you also notice a gold cord that runs from the center of your third eye directly into their third eye. Now I want you to ask your SP these two questions, and I want you to hear them respond. If you can hear their voice, great, but if you can't, that's okay too. I want you to look at your SP right now, and I want you to ask your SP, do you support me? Hear them tell you, yes. Now ask your SP, do you love me? Also hear them tell you, yes. Now I want you to say these 4 phrases to your SP. This time you're not going to hear them respond, and that's okay. I want you to look at your SP, and in their eyes, I want you to tell your SP, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now I want you to reach up with your hands as if they're a pair of scissors. And I want you to cut the gold cord that runs directly from your third eye only, leaving the gold cord fully intact in your SP's third eye. And as the gold cord begins to fall to the floor, I want you to reach up with your other hand, and I want you to pull the roots of that gold cord out of your third eye and just toss them aside. And as the gold cord continues to fall to the floor, your SP starts to float away like a giant balloon. And he gets farther and farther, and he gets smaller and smaller. And he gets farther and farther. And he gets smaller and smaller. And he gets farther and farther. And smaller and smaller. And they get farther and farther and smaller until they just disappear. Now take another deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and open your eyes. Open your eyes to a brand new day. Now, you have to know that your SP is going to think about you, okay? If they're not already thinking about you now. This time it is different. It's fresh energy. It is positive energy. Because you've cleansed the energy between you and your SP. No negative energy. Okay? So they're thinking about you right now. So now let's get some contact. Because that's what this is all about. Contact. Or anything else you want from your SP. We'll just say that. Okay? So when it comes to this, I want you to pull out your SP's photos. Okay, now, I need you to really try to drop the insecurities. At least for a moment, just drop the insecurities. Jackie will address what the fuck you said in a second. Drop the insecurities for a second. Get back in touch with who you are. Be proud of who you are. Own who you are, because the reality is this. Your SP wanted to be with you. Right? You were together, for fuck's sake. Okay? Your SP already chose you. At some point in time, you were together. They pursued you. They chased you. They were attracted to you. They wanted to be with you. They had feelings for you. They fell in love with you. All that shit. You need to go back and remember that. You need to remember and accept that within yourself, because they've already told you certain things about how they felt about you, things that they liked about you, different things like that, or they've shown you that through their actions. They pursued you. They wanted to be with you. Okay? They were talking to you. They want to have sexy time with you. They're giving you attention. All that shit, right? I'm weird like that. If I do it for one eye, I need to do it for the second. So they've already shown you all this. So you need to remember that. And you need to remember that about yourself. Be proud of who you are. Okay, be proud of who you are. Drop the insecurities for just a little bit. Now, I want you to go into a time in your relationship, and I want you to remember who your SP was for you. Why them? Why did you love them? What did you love about them? Why did you want to be with them? Why them? What is it about them that makes you want them back? Why them? Remember the things that you love about them, the qualities that you see in them. Remember all that right now. Do it now. Remember that. Hold on to that. Hold on to that version of your SP, only how you see them. Hold on to that version of your SP. Forget who they were 10 minutes ago. That version of them doesn't exist anymore. The only version of him that exists from this point, from now and this point forward, is the version of your SP that you never questioned anything about. You knew how they felt about you. You knew they wanted to be with you. You knew that they would talk to you. Why wouldn't they? You talked all the time. You just knew this. You knew that they wanted to see you. You knew they had feelings for you. All of that. Hold on to that version of your SP. And only that version of your SP exists. You must see them that way, because they can't do the things that you want them to do unless you see the version of them that would do those things for you. Make sense? Capiche? You're supposed to say capisco. And no, that's the only fucking word I know. Your SP, the reality is your SP has thought about you all the time. Your SP thinks about you often. Okay, every time you think about them, they think about you, and vice versa. That's how thought transmission works. You're always communicating with your SP, so you need to send your SP the right message, the absolute right message. And you do that through thought transmission because it now becomes their idea. Okay, so that's what you have to remember. They've wanted to text you and call you numerous times, but up until now, you haven't let them, you haven't allowed them to do that. And the reason for that is because you are expecting the opposite than what you want. You're anticipating them not. You're hoping, sure. You're hoping that they'll text you, that they'll call you, that they'll want to be with you, but you're not knowing that they will. Instead, you're explaining things away. You're justifying why they haven't talked to you, why they're not contacting you, why they're staying away from you, why they don't want to be with you. Like, oh, well, they're with gutter trash. No, fuck her. Or him. Okay, so no more of that shit. Start expecting what you want from them, and they must push it out. They don't have a choice unless you decide to give it to them. And the only way you do that is by justifying their shit, explaining it away. No more. Knock it off. Okay, knock it off. No more trying to protect your goddamn feelings, because it ain't protecting shit. All it's doing is hurting your feelings. So that's a fucking stupid. We're not doing that shit anymore. Do you understand? Now, if you are new here, because I have to pee. If you are new here, you're going to put on your crown. If you are not new here, you're going to straighten your crown. You're going to straighten it now, straighten it fast. Because here we get what we want. We get it when we want it. We don't wait for shit around here. Do you understand? We don't wait for shit. Okay? When queens and kings give a command, they don't sit there and question, wonder, worry, doubt if their command will be fulfilled. No. When queens and kings give a command, there's nothing to question. There's nothing to check. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fucking doubt. They just know. I gave the command. My command's going to be fulfilled. What the fuck else is there to check? There ain't a goddamn other thing to check. So, you're not going to do that either. You're just going to know and start expecting their ass to do exactly what the fuck you want them to do, period. Non-negotiable. Sorry. Okay? Okay. Now, if you're in no contact with your SP, you're in contact, but it is not consistent contact, then you're going to tell them to contact you. So you can say you're contacting me right now, you're calling, texting, it doesn't fucking matter. If you're alone, say it out loud. Say it with a little bit of backbone. If you're not alone, say it in your mind so you don't get complete wacko, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to tell them to contact you. So you can say you're contacting me right now, you're calling me right now, you're texting me right now, it doesn't matter. But say it with some backbone. Say it with some confidence. It's time that you start talking with a little bit of confidence, with a little bit of backbone. Instead of quivering and whining in a corner, which we're going to fucking talk about because it's fucking Friday. So there's that. The week went by fucking fast. Did the week not go by fast? It went fast. So we're going to talk about that after this exercise when I get back. Okay? I'm going to have some nice, loving words for you. Nice, loving words for you. Of encouragement to help you get through the weekend. But don't trip because I'll be here with you through the weekend, okay? You're gonna look at their photo and say, you're contacting me right now. You know you want to contact me right now. You are contacting me right now. You know you want to contact me right now. You are contacting me right now. You know you want to contact me right now. Okay? And then I always like at the end, you just throw it in there like, talk soon, honey. If you are fucking annoying. If you are in consistent contact with your SP, then you're going to tell them that they are You can say that you're contacting me right now, or you're coming to see me today. You're coming to see me today. You know you want to come see me today. You're coming to see me today. You know you want to come see me today. You're coming to see me today. You know you want to come see me today. Now, if you are in any of the ships, friendship, situationship, relationship, marriage ship, any of that shit, then you're going to tell them that thanks, Nelly. Then you can tell them one of the first two, or you can have fun with it. You're bringing me dinner tonight. You know you want to bring me dinner tonight. You're taking me on a date tonight. You know you want to take me on a date tonight. You're giving me a massage tonight. You know you want to give me a massage tonight. You're cooking me, you're giving me sexy time tonight. You know you want to give me sexy time tonight. All that shit. All that shit. Okay? Okay. Chris, you traitor. I'm just kidding, and I love you. I love how she came to give her confession, but you're still a traitor. Throw stones at Chris. All right. So now you know what to do. I want you to relax. I want you to tell them what the fuck to do, what their shit is going to be, period. Okay? This method works. And then after, I will tell you, if you knew how to leverage the photo method, what you guys are going to do this weekend, and some words of encouragement to get you through the weekend. How we always do around here. Okay? Okay, bitches and men. Now, give your commands and expect them to contact you and listen to our song. I know Taylor loves my ballerina flow.
Some people build a business. She chose to build belief. She saw a crown and broken souls long before they could see. She reminds the world each morning, the pen is in your hand. Stop living by your circumstances. Stop becoming who you plan. Different hearts, different gifts. One mission brought them here. Four hearts, one purpose, one fire, one dream, changing lives, one soul at a time. One voice becomes another, then another, then another, until the whole room starts believing. One laughs like Welsh sunshine, bright enough to change the day. Beauty wrapped in brilliant wisdom, always knowing what to say. Patient through 1,000 questions, never rushing, always kind, turning fear into direction, leaving no one left behind. Different stories, different roads. One mission keeps them here. Four hearts, one purpose, one fire, one dream, changing lives, one soul at a time. One voice becomes another, then another, then another, until the whole room starts believing. One tells the truth without apology, tiny frame but standing tall, guardian of every heartbeat, always answering the call. Covered stories written in ink, cats asleep beside her chair, loving hard, protecting hard, showing everyone she cares. She'll fight for every family, she'll fight for what is right, and if the room forgets its manners, she'll set the whole thing right. Different voices, different strength. One mission brought them here. One purpose, one fire, one dream, changing lives. starts believing. One writes between old pages and hoofbeats before dawn, turning thoughts into melodies until new dreams are born. Finding beauty inside words, painting futures into art, building songs and endless visions straight from philosophy and heart. Always searching for the answer, always helping people see the strongest stories ever written begin with possibility. When the whole world falls asleep, you'll still find 4 lights on. One more message, one more song, one more design, one more call. Because somewhere, someone's waiting to remember who they really are. For us, one purpose, one fire, one dream, building futures, one soul at a time. Stand back up, lift your head, the story isn't finished yet. The power never left, it was always inside you. 4 different women, one common dream, one extraordinary family. Some people build a business, she chose to build belief. She saw a crown in broken souls long before they could see. She reminds the world each morning, the pen is in your hand. Stop living by it.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll be right back. I still didn't turn off the fucking... I still didn't turn off the damn air, so I had to turn off the air. It's still not off. It's that automated shit. I don't fucking know. It's called The Admin Song. So, it's a song that MKD, the lovely, fabulous MKD, made for us. So, we play for you. Yes. Go to Baby Love. If I don't have a specific day I want him to come, can I just say, you're always coming to see me? Yes, you can. You can. Rob. No air drying today because the shirt is not long enough to air dry. Could you imagine if I didn't have them on? Do you remember when the pandemic happened? And all those videos that popped up, or all those memes popped up, or would show like a guy, because you had to like do a Zoom, and they'd have like a business shirt on and boxers on, because you could only see from here up. They had to like the teachers had to tell the kids to fucking get, okay, good, Tyrese, I'll take a look at it. I'll check, see it out. They had to tell the kids to literally get dressed. And made them turn their fucking cameras on. Because they'd like have their textbooks here with their fucking iPad. Thank God that time was fucking over, because homeschooling is not for me. I don't know who has the patience to homeschool, but I was over it day one. I was like, you need to go back to school. Like, what do you got to do? Mask it up? Go back to school. Remember 6 feet distancing? All that stupid shit. Although I like that rule, because I don't like when people are close to you. Like, if I can feel your fucking breath, you are too goddamn close. Like, back it up. Back it up. But I'm that type of person. Because I ran into one of my friends at Walmart. I didn't know he was there. and somebody kept fucking hitting me in the back with their fucking car. And I was like, it happened twice. And I turned around. I was like, what in the fuck? He's like, because I literally was going to cuss his ass out. And I turned around. I'm like, what in the fuck? Oh, he's like, what's up? It's just my personality. And they arrested some chick who went in the produce aisle and started coughing all over the produce. I was like, exactly what charge is that? Is that a new charge we came up with during the pandemic? Like if you cough on the produce, somehow what is that? What? I would have been there. Judge, Your Honor, what is my charge? Exactly. Oh, man. Hey, I found it hilarious. I mean, I didn't find the pandemic hilarious, but... Yeah, I saw that one. I saw that one, Rob. Story of my life, though. I don't even understand who you, I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Who the fuck eats with paper plates when they're at home? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand, a part of me understands because you don't have to clean up, but just wash that shit. You're good. The only time I'm down with that life is if you melt cheese, because trying to take cheese off a goddamn plate is annoying. You know what I mean? Just in case you guys care to know. I'm going to make soup this weekend, I've decided. My boyfriend doesn't eat soup, but except my chicken noodle. He loves my chicken noodle soup. Maybe I'll make that. That sounds fucking good, though. But I put a shit ton of noodles in my soup. I like noodle soup. Less stuff, more noodles. But maybe I think I'm going to make a potato soup. Or maybe I'll make French onion. I don't fucking know. Oh, well, that's right, Jackie. Hold on. Jackie, were you not paying attention earlier when I said to stop justifying behavior? Okay? Stop justifying behavior. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. There you go. I'm going up, Jackie. Hold the fuck on. I'm going up. Up. Okay. You said I've been told that my SP does miss me, but apparently he's not going to let me know that. What do you mean apparently he's not going to let you know that shit? No, he's going to tell you everything that you want to hear. He can't hold it back anymore. He knows he misses me. He knows he misses me, and he's going to tell me everything I want to hear. Period. Okay? No more justifying, because as long as you look at it like he's not going to tell me that, he can't tell you that. So why on earth would you say that shit? Why would you say that? So no more justifying their behavior. Stop justifying behavior that you don't like. Stop doing that, because it doesn't make any sense. You know, cheesy potato soup, I haven't mastered the cheese in a soup yet. Although I'm a good ass soup maker. I want to have a soup food truck. We're going to open up a food truck for my boyfriend because he's a really good cook. But I want to have a soup food truck. It's a goal of me and my besties to have a soup truck. Because who the fuck has a soup truck? We will. But gotta reach the masses. So we're going to have healthy meets hearty. So we're going to make regular soups. But I'm really good at making low carb soups for those that want to lose some fucking weight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have keto soups, low carb soups. Got to meet people where they're at. You know what I mean? I'm a huge seller. Huge seller. Because they'll be like, damn, I can actually get a low carb soup. Yes. Show me a restaurant that offers that shit. No one. I've always wanted to have a low carb eatery because I always felt like it's so wildly misplaced, and anything low carb on a fucking restaurant menu is broccoli. That's their that's their way of making things low carb. Broccoli. Oh, okay, broccoli. That's boring. But why they don't offer like keto buns? You know what I'm saying? For like hamburgers, you know how much more they'd sell, so people wouldn't have to go get lettuce wrap shit if you just got like low carb tortillas. If you just got, you know what I'm saying, like buns. I steal all the time just because I naturally eat healthier. My brother couldn't stand it because we'd like go out. And they got me fucked up. I'll get the fajitas all day. Yep. And now let me get my tortillas out. My brother's like, you're going to use your own tortillas? I was like, yeah, I am. I mean, if they're homemade, then I'll eat their tortillas. But if they're not, I'll use my own. Or I'd bring like a keto bun. And then I'd get it like lettuce wrapped and then put my fucking bun on. Just saying. Ooh, soup dream. This is a good one. That's a good one. Good salty dog, because I'm a bomb-ass soup maker. Mm-hmm. My friend, she's lost her style a little bit. What up, Nakia? Right now, you feel so negative about gutter trash that I just wish the worst for her. Well, interfering in your shit. Well, I get it. Trust me. No one understands more than I do. Okay? About feeling negative about gutter trash, that you just wish the worst for her interfering in your shit. But you have to stop looking at her as interfering in your shit. Okay? Because you're giving her power. If you view her as interfering in your shit, she has to interfere in your shit. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? So no, no, fuck her. And I'm going to banish her to the fucking dumpster she crawled out of. Why? Because she's fucking trash. That's all. That's it. Don't give your power away to her. You're giving your power away to her, Nakia. And stop viewing her, for the love of God, as interfering in your shit. Because they have to do that. They have to repeatedly, here's the thing, is you have to start changing that narrative. Ask me how I know this, okay? You need to start changing that narrative now. Because if you don't, let's say you get confirmation tomorrow that gutter trash is gone. You still have work to do. Because you're still viewing her as interfering in your shit. All you're going to do is keep bringing her back out that dumpster, back out that dumpster, back out that dumpster, over and over and over again. But that's where you need to change your assumption of her by looking at her from a different perspective. Completely pathetic. She's completely pathetic and a little piece of shit. And yeah, bye. Like she's a non-fat. Like she's not compared. Like she doesn't compare to me, right? That was never something that I ever had to worry about because it's blatantly obvious. It's blatantly obvious that she would never compare to me. Well, look at that. Chris Peace snaps to Chris Peace, who manifested a man giving her a bracelet for free as a test today. It was so pretty. It's so fun to test manifestation on people. But Nakia, you also have to understand how you see him, right? You need to see him as you need to control your assumptions about him when it comes to her, right? And maybe he's said certain things. Maybe he has said certain things about gutter trash to you. You know, that happened to me. That happened to me. It wasn't hard. It wasn't like super hard to like know how that's going to play out. Like it's not going to work. Period. Why? Because he has said way too many things to me, negative things about her to me. So for me, it's not difficult. It was like, okay, first of all, she's not on my level in any sense of that fucking word. So that was a non-factor because I know who I am, right? I know who I am and I know what I have to offer. So that was not an issue for me. Like, she'll never be on my level, period. And then the second thing was changing how I saw and remembering the things that he has said to me about her. Many unfavorable things, right? And so it's like, yeah, well, that's, again, those are his assumptions too, right? Because he said it out of his mouth. So it's like, cool, I'll let him keep those. So I know exactly how this is going to play out. Them not together. That's not, I don't need a fortune teller to tell me that. I don't need a tarot card reader. I don't need none of that shit to know exactly how that was going to play out not together. That's never going to work. Period. So therefore it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because that was just something that I held on to. So you have to hold on to that instead of looking at her like she's in your shit, like she's interfering in your shit. No, she's not. Fuck her. Bye. You got to go. I've decided that you now have to go. So, goodbye. Goodbye. Exactly, Jackie. Get a trash ain't got nothing to do with any of us amazing, lovely ladies here. Nope. Not at all. Well, Rob, I'm gonna fucking block you. Yeah, I said it. I'm gonna block you. Because how dare you talk about Bevy taking a day off? She's had enough time off. Yes. He said he wants both of us. No, the fuck he don't. No, now he knows. Now he absolutely knows that he only wants you. Banish her. Who cares what he said? He said he wants both of us. Exactly my point. Because you keep viewing her as interfering in what you have. So therefore, he wants both of you. No, my dude. You cannot have your cake and fucking eat it too. I can have my cake and eat it too, but you absolutely cannot. No. He's never been more clear about anything in his whole fucking life. The only thing that makes sense to him is us being together. Oh, Bevy's here. The only thing that makes sense to him right now is us being together. He absolutely knows that he only wants to be with me. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, Rob, you're going to have to post bail now. See what I'm saying? So when you know that, then it's different. Choose for him. You're choosing, because either way, you're choosing for him. Okay, but right now you're choosing to view her as an interference. No, I don't think so. Fuck her. Okay, a lot of the things you guys keep forgetting that you need to stop listening to what the fuck comes out of their mouth. Okay, stop listening to what comes out of their mouth. That's right, Adrian. He prioritizes you all day, every day. Plus, you're a beauty fucking queen and you're a hot bitch. Okay. Why would he not? Why would he not prioritize you all day, every day? You're the only thing that matters to him. He drops anything to be with you. Elena, your boyfriend just texted you. Your boyfriend just texted, ask your tarot who I'm gonna marry. In my mind, me, baby. Told him this in the photo method. Good, Elena. Look, that's a good positive. Actually, that's a positive fucking message. Yeah, ask your tarot who I'm gonna marry. Yeah, me, bitch. Yeah. Because you have to remember, he texts you a lot, okay? Most of the things he's done scream relationship, girlfriend. So, I love it. You're calling him your boyfriend now. We should have a new rule here. We should have a new rule here. We should no longer be allowed to refer to people as SPs here. Okay? Instead, we should just refer to them as boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Because that's what they are, right? That's what we're working towards. So we should just now start calling them exactly what the fuck they're supposed to be. What our intention is, right? For us is no more SP here. It's all what you expect them to be for you. Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, period. Okay? We can leave everybody else to talk about SPs. And in my video content, obviously I talk about SPs. But we're here, we're no longer. Really, Jackie? It's not your girlfriend? Shut the fuck up, bitch. There you go, Elena. We'll read it again. Read it again. About be like, well, do you really want to know what the tarot said? Just saying. So most of you guys, the hardest thing you guys have is that you listen to what they're saying. Especially if you're in contact. You're always listening to what they say. Fuck what they say. Who gives a shit what they say? Who cares unless it's everything that you want to hear? I don't know what he's talking about. I'm exhausted from work. I'm too busy to come by tonight. Verbally, you can be like, okay, I totally get it. In here? No, the fuck I don't. I know he's going to stop by real quick and just give me a kiss goodnight. He loves tucking me into bed every night. And he's going to stop by and just tuck me into bed and give me a kiss goodnight. Period. That's it. There's no, I know he's busy. I know he has a busy job. So fucking what? So what? Because that's true, but it doesn't mean that they can't make time for you. Okay? They make time for all kinds of other stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So why can't they make time for you? There's no difference. Okay? But you guys continue to listen to stupid nonsense. Well, he said this. He said that. She said this. She said that. She's doing this. He's doing that. Well, gutter trash said this. Fuck gutter trash. Fuck all that crap. Oh, man, I love that shit, Chris. I'm always like, sure. I mean, if you want, click the link in my bio. Just go ahead and shoot that shit. They never do. That's why you gotta look at pay pigs, girl. You gotta look at pay pigs on TikTok. If you want somebody to pay your bills, just look at pay pigs. Get that bitch to pay your bills. Or make some video content about it. Where you're like, go for it, Nakia. Where you're like, pay my bills, bitch. Yeah, because I said so. Like, that's literally what they do. I was like, oh, well, okay. And they're like normal ass people. They are like normal ass people. Normal, everyday, plain Jane ass people. And they like, look it up. My friend first told me about it. I was like, huh, I love me a good drama fest. And so I looked it up on TikTok. And I was like, pay pigs. And then I saw these videos that were like, oh, how to get pay pigs or whatever the fuck shit was. I was like, oh, pay pig 101. I think I actually saved that because I thought it was hilarious. And I have simply liked the video. And then I kept it pushing. I woke up the next day to like 18 new followers. It was like, that's how they call themselves online. Pay pig number 75. Pay pig 82. Pay pig. I was like, could you imagine my page? And I was like, I'd have to have a totally different TikTok. Because could you imagine my page where it's like, how to manifest your SP back, this, that, and the third. And then the next video, it's like, pay my bills, bitch. Could you imagine? Oh, man. I think that should be fucking hilarious. And to see how much money they made too, I was like, God damn. I'll just stick to selling feet pics if it comes down to that. Poor times, if you say to yourself that everything in your life is perfect, she loves me, they're kind every time. Yeah, everything in your life is perfect implies exactly that. Yes, she's kind. Every time you think about them, it should be nice things, what you want from them. Okay? And they have to push that out. Everyone has to show up based on your assumptions of them. They don't have a choice, which is why I told you that the version of my boyfriend that I got was completely like night and day to the version that From a Gutter Trash had. Totally night and day, where he didn't even recognize himself when it came to that bitch. Because everyone has their own assumptions of people. The difference is we know how to change our assumptions of people. Other people don't. So therefore, we let them keep their assumptions if it benefits us. Good, Rhea. Good. I'm glad your first day at work was amazing. Good. I'm glad you're doing something. Snaps for you, Rhea, because you are doing things that are going to make you feel better and not trigger you. Yeah, Chris, I'm telling you, look it up. Pay pigs. They'll pay your bills. And you don't have to do shit. But order them, command them, like dominatrix style, but without the dominatrix shit, right? Because they do not have whips and chains on here. Okay? They're normal ass people. They're normal fucking people. And they literally just command people to pay their bills. That's it. There's no meetup required. There's none of that shit. There's just making video content. Like, we're going to go on Chris's page one day and we're going to see all this content. They just make video content literally ordering people to pay their bills. And then, what do you think they have in their bio? Their Cash App and fucking Venmo handles. Yeah. It's a whole thing. It's a whole fucking thing. And they share how much money they make. And I was like, God damn. And all you got to do is yell at people or not even yell at people all the time. It's just like check people in an authoritarian manner. It's the problem with some men around here. They like to be dominated. The only thing I refuse to do is put a diaper on fucking my boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? That'd be weird. But some men like to be dominated. Do you know what we call that? Mommy issues. She's always commenting on his family's page. It's so annoying. Her versus broke. Yes, right. She can't even comment anymore. In fact, his entire family doesn't even fucking like her. They've all unfollowed her. His entire family can't stand her. They totally unfollowed her. Tell yourself that. Let them fucking kindly not like her and unfollow her. Block her. They've all blocked her, actually. Yes. I know she is rad, so that's what I want you to do. Tell yourself that, especially if your boyfriend is not engaging with her, right? But she's commenting on your family shit. Yeah, now turn it around to where your family now doesn't even like her and they've all blocked her. They've completely all blocked her. Yes, poor temps. There's not a time. Stop doing the time shit. Okay? Your boyfriend told you that he's never had anyone love him the way that I do. Not even women he knew before me. Yeah, I like, was it Shayna? I think Shayna said this. I like that she said that. She's like, Every woman has shown them what love isn't. I show them what love is. That was a good one. I'm the only one that's ever shown them what love is. Ooh, Chris. I'm sure you can I'm sure you could do it. Why not? Who says that it can only be for females, right? I have an email. I have to figure it out. But we made it as a joke to do pay pigs. That's right. You can boss people around and get paid for it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you guys, you should look it up for some pure entertainment purposes. Kind of like how I'm on the local Facebook groups of Are We Dating the Same Guy? For solely entertainment purposes. Because I think it's hilarious with what people post. But again, I only care about the ones that people engage with. When there's no comment, I'm like, boring. Then when you see 15, 20 comments, I was like, ooh, this one's good. That must mean they have the tea. I'm always good for a good tea as long as it's not my tea, you know what I mean? I don't have tea though. Mine went from telling me he was moving to South Carolina with gutter trash last night to just texting me asking if we can have dinner and a movie tonight. Ooh, there we go, Sarah. Snaps for Sarah. Snaps for Sarah. Fuck gutter trash. Of course he wants to have dinner and movie tonight. Why? Because he wants to stick around and be with you. Yeah, you need to stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself. You can take it all, like, you have the power to change it. You have the power to change it unless you want to sit there and listen to them, right? Listen to them. No more listening. No more listening to what the fuck they say when all you do is reject. That's your task this weekend. And maybe a little bit of market research, Rob. Maybe a little bit of market research. Although my boyfriend would not be down for the cause. He'd just be like, well, what if my parents came across your page? Right? Like, that type of shit. That would be his own concern. But that's your, what the fuck was your task? Oh yeah, that's your task this weekend. Okay, your task today and this weekend is really to reject anything that you don't like. Reject. Tell yourself something different. Tell yourself something different. They say something you don't like. Reject. Tell yourself something different. Somebody, you get denied something. Reject. Tell yourself something different. Okay? Over and over and over again. Negative thought pops in your head. No, I don't believe that. Here's what I believe instead. No, I don't believe that. Here's what I believe instead. No, I don't believe that. Here's what I believe instead. Period. He still hasn't called me yet. No, I don't believe that. I know he's calling me right now. Okay? Pattern interrupt yourself by saying, no, I don't believe that. Okay? So you have another negative thought that pops in your head like, oh, I wonder if he's going to be moved. I wonder if he, how him and gutter trash are doing. No, I don't believe that. I know he's completely miserable right now. Okay? Anything like that, you need to reject. Anything you don't like. In your mind. Reject it. Reject. Because it's not helping you. So now we're going to reject it. Okay? Reject everything. All weekend long. I don't give a fuck how long you got to do it for. It don't matter at all. Reject. Thanks, Santi Dog Girlfriend. Okay? I don't like this. Reject. They told me something I don't like. Reject. Gave me an example of what you're asking. I am Sylvie, what do you say in the moment to yourself, in that moment to yourself? You would say the opposite of what you're telling yourself, but you say, I don't believe that first because you have to understand that your subconscious mind takes you at your word, okay? So if it takes you at your word all the time, okay, it doesn't have the ability to decide, okay? It doesn't have that, so it just takes you at your word. So if you're saying something negative, you can flip it, but I find that it's more helpful for you if you have something negative, instead of just flipping it right away, you say, no, I don't believe that, because it takes you at your word. Because think about it this way. If you repeatedly tell yourself something, right, and it's the negative shit, and you're repeatedly telling yourself something negative, and then you're repeatedly telling yourself something positive, it doesn't matter. If you're continuously telling yourself something negative, then it takes you at your word for that. That must be true for you. So if you change that and you have a negative, you think something negative, and then you go, no, I don't believe that. Then it's like, oh, we don't believe that. Got it. Okay, now here's what I want to believe instead on the flip side of it, okay? On the flip side. So it's like if somebody was to say, like, you have a negative thought, like, it's been 4 months since we last talked, right? It's been 4 months since we last, like, when's he going to call me? It's been 4 months since we last talked. No, I don't believe that. I know he's going to call me any minute now. Okay. I know he misses me and wants nothing more than to talk to me. See what I'm saying? So it's different. It's different. You flipped it after you said, I don't believe that. Well, thank you, da girl. I do. And that is very, very true. All my coaching is done from my heart. Because I care about you. Because you're fucking people, for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying? So there's things like that. Does that make sense? I am Sylvie. And so I really want you to understand that. Okay. So, okay, perfect. Yeah, you'd say, nope, I don't believe that. And then what do you want to believe instead? You don't have to say, I believe this, right? You just say the opposite, something different from what you just said. We're rejecting what we don't want and putting in what we want, okay? Because it's going to take you at your word. So that's how we leverage the subconscious mind. I don't believe that. Boom. Opposite of what I just thought. Now that's going to stick instead, because that gets rejected. Like, oh, we don't believe that. Okay, got it. So then that goes away, because if you don't do that, you're keeping that assumption. So it's like you have two opposite assumptions. One you're trying to create, but the other one is already in place. And the only reason it's an assumption is because it's based on your current reality. It's based on what you're currently seeing, okay? Or what you think you're seeing, or whatever's going on in your mind. So that's why it's already an assumption. The negative shit's already an assumption, because you've been having those thoughts based on your 3D. Okay, because up until now, your 3D has been controlling your thoughts. So that's an assumption already. But while you're trying to create a different assumption, the more you keep repeating this one, even though you're telling yourself something new, this one's already an assumption. You need to create the new assumption. So how do you do that? By canceling this one out. Okay, so that's why when you ever think that, you say, no, I don't believe that it cancels this one out. Keep saying that, I don't believe that, cancel, 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 cancel. Bye, bitch. Now it goes away. But this one stays, the positive one, because you've canceled this one out by saying, no, 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 no. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now. You know what I'm saying? Depends what it is, poor temps. One time could be very much enough, right? I had a coaching call this morning, and I was talking to Elena, and we said something one time. she was telling me a scenario over the weekend. When it's not the weekend yet, she was telling me about something that her boyfriend was telling her. And so I said, we threw something out there. And then we continued our conversation. And within 5 minutes, she got a text saying, you want to come over? Which, care to guess what we said? We literally said that on the phone. We were like, she was like, yeah, so now he's going to be home all weekend. And I know he had plans to go to dinner with friends, this, that, and the third. And I was like, well, but he's got a car problem now and he can't drive for the weekends. I said, well, I guess his weekend just opened the fuck up. I was like, I guess his weekend just opened up, huh? And who best to spend some time with than you? This is some shit about that, right? So maybe I think you're going to end up coming over or whatever. And she's like, yes, you're right. Thanks, Martha, girlfriend. She goes, yes, you're right. He's going to ask me to come over. And then we moved on. We were talking about something else. And literally within 5 minutes, she goes, oh, he just texted me asking to come over, asking for me to come over. Yeah, that's how that shit works. That's how that shit. And so I told her, I said, now, Elena, I said, do you see how quickly manifestation can work? And I told her, but I always break it down on why it worked so quickly for her. I said, the reason this works so quickly is because you were distracted. You know, you overthinkers. I said, because you were distracted. We said something, and I've done this a couple times. I've literally, that's right. That's right. That's right, Elena. And I've done this a couple times on coaching calls. We're all, even on here, I've said, like, what are you talking? They're like, he hasn't messaged me back and I'm freaking out. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's going to text you right now. They'd be like, oh shit, he just texted me. Because you're distracted. So you don't have, so when we were on our coaching call, Elena did not have time to sit there and think against it. Okay. To get in her own way, to get in her own thought space, because we were on a call. She was distracted, focused thinking, right? So we had said something to say something, and now we're moving on, talking to each other. She didn't have time to think against it. So boom, boom. This is where I tell you guys that you should get really good at throwing random shit out there. Just random things out there and keep it pushing. And just keep it pushing. Because you don't have time to think against it. At all. Like, you can literally, you should do this. Martha? Hottie patati? The fuck are you talking about? Hey, oh, pump that, push that back to the top, Portemps. Stop and relax a little bit. You need to breathe, Portemps. You need to breathe. He has abandoned you. Abandoned it's not the right term. Abandoned is not the right term. Okay? So we're going to change the term abandoned. And I'll have a chat with your boyfriend, but we're going to change the term abandoned. Okay? You guys should think about it this way. Let's do a little experiment. Like if you're on a phone call, like seriously, like if you're on a phone call, be like, hey, hold on a sec. Just like, hey, hold on a sec. And then just have a random fucking thought. Okay. Something positive. Just have a random thought and then be like, okay, yeah, sorry, I'm back. Because you're fucking distracted. Okay. Because your mind is distracted. So therefore you don't give yourself time to waver on that shit. You can manifest real fast if you don't give yourself time to waver on that shit. Let's have fun with it. It should be fun. Okay? All right. So now you know your homework. Your homework is going to be, because you need to get really good at this. Yes, I will, Ray. You need to stop being all dramatic. Oh, okay. There you go. Rob is going to be our new director of Come Up With Catchy Fucking Names. The distractor factor. Well, let me take a picture of that so I can remember that shit. The distractor factor. Damn it. I hate when there's a delay in screenshots. There shouldn't be a goddamn delay. So by the time there's a fucking delay, you're like, it's already moved on to the next scene, bitch. It's already moved on to the next fucking scene. But that's right, the distractor factor, okay? And see how much shit you can manifest when your fucking whole ass is distracted. You just start throwing random shit out there. I want you guys to do that, okay? Because remember, manifestation is supposed to be fun, okay? It's supposed to be fun. So like how Chris threw out that she did a test and got a free bracelet. That's so pretty. I love that. It's supposed to be fucking fun. It's not supposed to be stressful. It's not supposed to be a job, okay? It's not supposed to be exhausting and awful. Instead, have fun with it. Have fun with it. Get a fucking close parking spot at Walmart this weekend. You know, don't sit in any green lights or red lights. Don't sit at any red lights this weekend. Don't sit in traffic. You know, things like that. And it's like, that's something that, these are things that you don't have resistance to. It pushes out real fucking fast because you don't think about it again. You're just like, I never sit at red lights. I get all green lights. I always get all green lights. I'm going to get all green lights today. And then boom, green light. It's red as you start to approach, and then boom, green. Get, like I said, a front row parking spot. Have somebody move up to the fucking other side of the street. Right? Somebody's walking for you, just like they're going to cross the street. They're going to cross the street. Have them cross the street. Play with people. Play with people in your reality. Play with society. To prove to yourself that your SP is no goddamn different. But prove to yourself this, right? If you want any fucking thing, anything. Like, I'm not going to wait in any lines today. I never wait in any lines. I'm not waiting in the line today. And then boom, you don't wait in a line. You know what I'm saying? Prove it to yourself. Have fun with it. And then throw random ass shit out there. Random shit out there. I want you guys to make manifestation fun this weekend. Okay? And report back in our WhatsApp community everything that you've successfully manifested this weekend because you just had fun with it. You played with people. Like puppets. Mm-hmm. And just have fun with it. And watch what manifests. Okay? And then throw random shit out there when it comes to your SP. I know he's thinking about me right now. I know you're going to look. I know he's going to watch my story. He always looks at my stories. Like, just random shit. Just random stuff. Okay? And don't get your fucking panties in a goddamn bunch this weekend. Stop letting, you're going to put duct tape on their fucking mouth. Duct tape on their mouth. Anything they didn't hear. I'm sorry, what was that? You're going to reject anything that you don't like in your reality. You're going to reject it all. Reject. I don't believe that. And here's what I believe instead. Okay? That's all you're going to do. I got a jet, Danielle. Okay? That's all you're going to do. Okay? Let's stop overcomplicating manifestation. Let's make it fun this weekend, bitches. I want it to be fucking fun this weekend. Well, you know, I did speak with Dr. Joe Vitale. No, Mima, I will take a look at it. I know I had to order more freaking walnuts for my squirrels. I had to order more walnuts for my squirrels because, they be eating like a motherfucker. And me and my boyfriend love feeding them. I let them take them out of my hand. He's not there yet. He puts it on the squirrel bench that my daughter made 3 years ago in woodshop. And who would have thought that it would have paid off? Now we get to use it. Although she thinks it should be in a tree. Who the fuck is climbing into the tree? You know what I told her? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, no, it'll be just fine right there on the ledge. Okay. All right, besties, I love you. I manifested my boyfriend from no contact living with me in only 4 weeks. If you want me to manifest your SP for you or you want to work with me one-on-one, then all links are in my bio. We have a 3-day toot your own horn intensive where we're going to get you on that pedestal where your ass ain't ever getting off that goddamn pedestal ever again. And you're going to get your shit. Okay. You're going to get your SP and anything else you've ever wanted because when you're on that pedestal, you're on that pedestal. Period. Do you understand? I love you too, Elena. Give it to NY2NC. When you're on that pedestal, you're on that pedestal, period. Okay. And so that's the key. It is a major, major factor in getting your SP back, is being on that pedestal. And also controlling those inner conversations. Okay. So I want to make sure that you guys keep on track. Okay. So get it. It's limited. It's exclusive. And I promise you, you'll never attend another event like mine. But I guarantee, because I can't shut the fuck up. So there's that part. So all links are this way, in my bio. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, I always put them on the tube of the U. So while you're there, subscribe. We have SP stories, self-concept stories, gutter trash stories, paired with songs. Okay? So that you can get your shit. Bevy. Look at fucking Bevy. Sure, Bevy. Okay, so that you can get your shit. All right? That's what we got. Let's get it, my friends. Let's get it. All right? I love all of you.